What's going on, everybody? ggmyster here. Welcome back to the channel. So the Game Awards came and went with many world premiere announcements, and surprisingly we got one for a brand new MMO from Studio Wildcard, the makers of ARK Survival Evolved. And that game is Atlas, a pirate-themed open-world sandbox survival game that features a lot of things that ARK Survival Evolved did, but on a much larger scale. Let's go over what we know about Atlas. Atlas will truly feel like an MMO, unlike ARK where there were numerous official and unofficial servers with player caps of usually 100 or less players on each server. Atlas will hold thousands of players on at any given time on two servers, one for PvE and the other for PvP. What of the world that needs to accommodate that amount of players? According to Studio Wildcard, the world is going to be 1,200 times larger than ARK Survival Evolved's island map server, and if you've played ARK in the past, you'll know that is some feat. The game world has islands to conquer, bases to build, capture, and govern with your own laws, and players will find many familiar activities to do like they did back on ARK. Where the game stands out is with its naval gameplay and combat. It is, after all, pirate-themed, guys. Players and their crews can build and sail galleons and other time period ships, and then fight in massive naval battles against other players and their crews. Expect the wildlife to play a part, as it has done in ARK, and I'd really be disappointed if we don't see krakens and other mythical sea monsters showing up and throwing a curveball at players during a battle. While gameplay follows ARK's first-person action movement and combat, there's a lot more you can do with your hands that's not just for punching trees or gathering berries. Food and water systems are still important in Atlas when you're on a ship, but expect to be doing things like you are on an actual ship. Players will emulate tasks like manning the cannons, firing them, lifting sails, or patching holes in the hulls when you get shot at. So there's some authenticity here that might offer a lot more fun than ARK ever did. This is also where Atlas stands out a little more from ARK Survival Evolved. While you can get your best mates and friends to be the crew on your ship, you can also hire AI NPCs, pay and feed them, and let them do the dirty pirate work while you play Captain Jack Sparrow in the front or something. Building bases on islands and raiding them are a core feature, but ships will definitely be your main goal here, as they're all customizable and your main progression when it comes to upgrading that crappy raft that you start with into a massive warship over time. And according to the developers, they hope that with the tools provided for players in Atlas, they'd like to see huge all-out warfare on the PvP servers to give games like EVE Online a run for their money in terms of big-scale fights in an MMO. From a graphical standpoint, the reveal trailers and screens that we got from the Game Awards points to Studio Wildcard learning their lessons from ARK somewhat. The game doesn't look like one giant goofball, with ship battles and melee combat looking a lot better than ARK did at launch, and especially on this Unreal Engine that they've claimed have been improved with the studio's very own code. This is where I'd advise caution. I've been burned many times in the past by ARK thanks to its poor optimization over the years, and if Atlas can avoid the same issues that ARK had at launch, I'd actually be pretty impressed. So who's Atlas for? Obviously, if you've played and enjoyed ARK Survival Evolved or other open-world sandbox survival games, then Atlas will offer you a pirate-themed one that sounds pretty ambitious, but it could work. If you don't worry about it. There's no quests, stories, and linear gameplay that you'll find in theme park MMOs, and if you want to get your feet wet, I'd highly suggest jumping in with friends, and you'll have a better time than going at it alone. Atlas releases on December 13th on Steam's Early Access and will cost $30 US, and that price will eventually increase to $60 USD once it fully launches. It's the same as the studio handled the ARK launch, which may piss some people off. The game will have microtransactions to cover development costs, and you can buy cosmetics and decorations or grind for them in-game instead. As for consoles, Atlas will be coming to the Xbox in 2019, and there are hints of future content too, with players being able to give birth to kids and other weird and wacky things that I'm hearing so far. But that's for the future. For now, let's see how Atlas does at launch. That's it from me. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of Atlas so far. Who's checking out Atlas at launch, and what would you like to see in this pirate sandbox MMO? Hit the like button for more videos, and feel free to subscribe to the channel for more MMO content. Once again, I'm Jeremy Adrian, and I thank you for watching. What up? You've reached the end screen. Thank you very much for watching that video. And if you want to watch more, you can click on the cards at the bottom here. Any one of them would do. And if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe to the channel by clicking the big round button somewhere down there. You'll see it.